Good morning. Today is Wednesday. It's 9:33 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe. I'm gonna get $7.75 for 3.3 miles. It is currently 96 degrees and it's only 9:30 in the morning. Man, it is gonna be a hot one. I think they said 107 today. I'm only gonna work until noon, so not that long. And thank you all so much for liking and subscribing to the video. I really appreciate it. It's helping me to continue to grow and stay motivated to make the videos on the regular. And nothing exciting is going on. I just got back from getting my dog's nails trimmed. I went to Petco and they had a really good deal, $15 for the nail trim, which is much cheaper than the veterinarian office that charges $25, so I saved $10. And they said there's a special right now, $5 off if you go Monday through Friday after between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. I think they said. There's no way I would go at that time. It's too hot. Anything like that, I don't want my dog out in the heat. That's at the hottest point of the day, so I'm sure that's why they're doing the special, because they're so slow at that particular time. And I'm gonna try to go through the drive-through. I mean, not the drive-through. I'm gonna try to do the walk-up for the tropical smoothie, because I can already see there's at least 2 cars in the drive-through. And since it's already 9:30, it should be open. The front door should be open in theory. We'll find out as I get closer. Just gotta wait for this Mustang to get out of my way. The door is open. I can see it cracked. All right, let's park and go get it. No waiting on the order. Continue with pickup. There's no receipt. Take a picture of the bag. Done. Confirm. Okay, we're gonna be traveling 8 minutes, 2 miles. It's going to be a house and it's going to be a leave at the door. It was the right decision to go inside because the drive-thru is really busy, but the order was just sitting in the pickup counter cubby hole, so I just snatched it up and off I went. So that made it easy. And I'm only going to be working until noon today, so it's going to be a very short day, especially since this is my first order and the time is currently 9:38 a.m. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a short video. Maybe I'll bundle it up with tomorrow's video. We'll see how long this one goes or how many deliveries I actually do, because I'm only recording video while I'm on an assignment, so there's not really much else, to talk about other than whatever's going on with the deliveries. And of course, if I happen to have a topic I can think to talk about, that's even mildly entertaining. There's really nothing going on. It's just the dogs. I do have my dermatologist appointment today, and they're gonna zap the dark spots on my face again. It's just a constant treatment until they fade away. I don't know. I think this is maybe treatment number 4, I think. And they managed to freeze them to the point now where they do not. Is this person even looking where they're going? They're frozen to the point where I can't feel the dark spots on my face. So they've lost their what do you call it? Their texture. So that there's no texture on my face of these dark spots, because before they had like a little bit of a raised texture to them. And now they are just dark. Now now they just look like little brown spots on an apple is where they're currently at. And I know that I've had spots like this before at this stage, and when they froze them, they disappeared. So I'm hoping that after several more treatments, eventually they'll be gone. But you know what? At my age, it's probably inevitable. I'm just going to get so many more that it's not even going to matter. It's all just genetic. It's hereditary. So it wasn't like I was shocked when I went from a perfect complexion to where I'm at today, because you know, I could see it in my grandmother, and of course my aunts. I could see what was happening to them, and I thought, well, there's probably a chance that's going to happen to me as well. And sure enough, it is happening. So it's not a shock. It's just it's nice to know I'm not adopted. It's like, oh, I'm not adopted. I'm actually blood related to this family. So that confirms that question. If I was, in case I was like somebody swapped the babies at birth and they gave them the wrong baby, now I know for sure. I know for sure that did not happen. So there is that bonus. But you know, maybe I could have been related to some wealthy millionaire, and I could have been like Richie Rich in the cartoons, and I could have inherited millions of dollars. But no, I'm poor. The reality is I'm poor. All right, we're almost there. Let's see if I have a gate code. No, they didn't give me a gate code, so I might be stuck at the gate. I'm gonna exit out, and then I'm going to check to see. Oh wait, the gate's open. Holy smokes, the gate is open. Directions. Uh-oh, it's not giving me directions. Oh dear. I exited the directions, and now it's not telling me where to go. I've got to use Google Maps. Let's see. Directions. Driving directions. Start. Obviously, I was on the right path to get to the house, and I was so close the navigation didn't want to pull up. The number is okay. I really wasn't expecting that gate to be open. It's never open. Looking for the number. Looking. All right, I see it. I'm gonna turn around. Continue. Confirm you're getting the right order. I got the only order. All right, let's go. Thank you. No problems with the drop off. Everything worked out good. I just set it and left it. Oh my gosh. Uber Eats, come back on. Getting another order. $7, 3.7 miles. Nope. It's gotta be $2 for every mile, or I'm not taking it. $5, 3.7 miles. It's 9:44 a.m. That was pretty easy. No problems. I think the only thing that went wrong was the navigation wouldn't pop back up and tell me where to go. Every time I hit directions on the app, it kept exiting out of the navigation. so I was stuck. So I had to enter the information inside of Google Maps. Good morning, good morning. Today's Thursday. It's 9:39 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Starbucks. I'm gonna get $7 for 3.4 miles. Boy, did I get a late start on the day. I tried putting the app on at 7 a.m. and then I got all these things that came up at home that I had to deal with. So I paused the app. Then I turned the app on for about 15 minutes. Nothing good came in. And then I got a phone call and I had to deal with the phone call. That went on for a while. Then I turned the app back on for about 5 minutes. And then I got a phone call from somebody that needed a ride. Not an Uber X ride, but a family member ride. So I had to take care of that. And then by that time I was hungry, so I said, well, I'm going to have something to eat. So I had my usual cottage cheese and apple and my PB&J. And then this offer finally came in. So, yeah, there's not going to be much money to be made today, I don't think. I'm only working till noon, and it's 20 minutes to 10, so I've got 2 hours and 20 minutes in my day to make $50, and that doesn't look like that's going to happen. So however many deliveries I do today and however much money I make is totally fine for today. $2 for every mile is my minimum, and I guess no, I'm not taking any $5 offers today. I'm really just looking for offers that are I guess $6? Yeah, $6 sounds good, but not $5. I just don't feel. I mean, maybe I'll change my mind if it's slow, but right now I just kind of wanna. If it's not worth my time to go, or if I'm just not feeling it, I'm just not gonna do it. All right, we made it to Starbucks. I'm gonna park it right here by this tree, and then we'll go in and get it. All right, let's do it. Oh my Lord, 5-minute wait on the order. Man, I was in there for a while. It's just one drink. I don't know what was taking so long. I did get an add-on to the order from Uber Eats. We're also going to be going to 7-Eleven after I finish up here. We're going to get an additional $5.65 for 0.7 miles to go to that 7-Eleven. Let me hit verify order, order verified, complete the pickup. All right, 7-Eleven is 1.1 miles away, 4-minute drive. It wasn't even busy inside of Starbucks, but for some reason it took a long time to get the order. And for some reason, even though the Starbucks wasn't crowded, everybody was sitting or standing or sitting real close to the pickup counter for whatever reason. I don't know why. There was plenty of tables for people to sit at, but everybody wanted to be right near where I was, so it felt claustrophobic. Even though there was hardly anybody in there, so that was obnoxious. And yeah, so that's in the past. I really didn't feel like being in there. In fact, I don't really feel like delivering much today. I got an offer from Roberto's for $6 for 2 miles this morning, and I didn't want to take it because I just the thought of smelling the Roberto's food just didn't sound appealing to me. So I didn't take it. And that was the first time in a while I didn't take a job for a reason other than the high mile to money ratio. So yeah, that told me right there where my mindset is at right now. It's like anything unpleasant I don't want to do because it's gonna get on my nerves. and then I'm just going to be put in a bad mood. It's probably because of this morning. There were so many distractions going on this morning, other, non-gig related distractions, that it just put me in a headspace where I was just like, I don't think I even want to work today. I'm just going to stay at home and watch TV and skip it. And I had to just push myself. I'm like, look, I only work until noon. It's not that hard. It's like, just do it. It's like only a couple of hours, 2, maybe 3 hours. And for the most part, usually I'm just sitting at home anyway, waiting for the next offer. There's no reason for me to start getting all picky or upset about anything. So I had to reframe my thinking, which you do sometimes when you get in an emotional state. You have to reframe your thinking to squash the emotional state that you're in, the negative state that you're in, because it's not rational. A lot of times you will get feelings that are just not rational. And a lot of people really will, actually there are some people who will listen more to their emotions over their logic. And I find it not valuable to do that. Like, a lot of people will say, oh, if I follow what my emotions say, that's the right thing to do. You know that saying, follow your heart? That's not necessarily always true, because sometimes your heart just wants to sit at home and do nothing every single day, especially if you get into a funk. And so you have to change that. You have to change that impulse, and be like, you have to be the parent sometimes. You have to go. Sometimes following your heart is like listening to the child part of you. And sometimes you have to put that child in its place and say, you know what? You need to clam up, kid, and we got to get going. We got money to make. So, it's not always gonna be follow your emotions. Sometimes you just got to do what makes sense in the moment. Like right now, I got to get to the 7-Eleven, pick up this order, and get some money. Get my cash. And then I can boo-hoo later or whatever I want to do. All right, here we are at 7-Eleven. Let's go ahead and get it. Another 5-minute wait. Pick up. Okay, we're going to be traveling 5 minutes. 1.2 miles to a house. It's going to be a leave at the door. This looks like it's actually a townhouse in a guard-gated community. Let me get out my ID. And then I have a funny feeling that this 7-Eleven order is going to be delivered to that luxury high-rise apartment building with the locked door and the concierge people, and it takes a long time to deliver it. That's what my concern is. Just based on the drop-off location on the map when I got the offer, I was like, uh-oh. I hope I'm just delivering to a business and not to that high-rise apartment, because it takes a long time to deliver whenever I have to drop off at that location. And then inside of 7-Eleven, everything was quiet in there, but the order wasn't ready because the customer ordered all kinds of hot food items. So that took a while for them. They don't make the hot food items until I get there. So that's why it took 5 minutes once I got there, that they had to assemble everything. And the app said that they ordered more items than usual, so it was quite a few items. I don't remember how many, but it was definitely more than just a couple. It was probably like 5 to 7 items that they ordered for this little tiny order that's only going to pay $5 and change. So at least the miles are still going to be low. It's probably going to take me a little bit longer to deliver, but there's no sense in being picky about it, because right now, lately, all this week, it's been really slow. $6.05, 9 miles. Yeah, lately it's been slow, so there's not beggars can't be choosers right now. There's just not a lot. There's not a lot of offers coming in that are good, and that's why I keep going back and forth. Like maybe I should take $5 offers, maybe I shouldn't. Right now I don't know. Right now I'm just thinking, just get whatever, as long as it's $2 for every mile. And once the day's over, then I won't even have to think about it anymore. So that's kind of what my thoughts are at the moment. Just float through the day, and since I'm getting $2 for every mile, so no matter what I get, I'm still gonna end up fine as far as putting miles on my car. So I think that's all that matters. Hitting the $50 goal is not even the biggest priority. It's really just, it's all about, for me, it's all about just getting out, having a good time, cruising around the neighborhood, and making a few extra bucks. That's about it. Whatever that may be. Yesterday I only made $7 and something cents yesterday, and I was able to do one delivery because there wasn't a single offer that came in that was decent. So yeah, some days are gonna be like that. They're just gonna be so slow. I'm just hoping that this weekend things pick up. It's Father's Day weekend. It should pick up. People should be generous and should be buying their fathers extra stuff, I hope. Hopefully they're buying them at least a donut and some coffee or something. Anything. Oh boy, this guy had to turn right when I turned. Bad luck, bad timing. For some reason, this car in front of me, I thought they were going to be someone who lives here when I turned, and they were not. They were somebody who is a guest. So they threw off my whole momentum for making my turn. Oh, what's the address? Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing at all. Come on, guy. Oh boy, he must never come here. We're stuck. More time being wasted. Temperature right now is 95 degrees. I'm rolling my window back up. It's hot. Yeah, it's 95 degrees right now. Hot. I got 3.3 miles on the car. I'm getting 59 miles to the gallon. And it's 10:01. Oh, finally it's going. Hello. Yep. Yep. All right. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. What am I dropping off again? Oh yeah, I'm dropping off the Starbucks order. That's first. Make a right. Alright, I see the townhouse number. I'm gonna stop here, throw my hazards on, and drop it off. Starbucks order. Oh, there's no internet. Another problem, everybody. There's no internet, so I can't close out the order. So I don't know where we're going for the next drop-off. Problems and problems today. There it goes. We are now going 0.6 miles, 2-minute drive. We're gonna be going, looks like a house and a leave at the door. Please leave on share and do not ring the bell. Fantastic. I thought I had to go to that really horrible apartment complex. Finally, some good news. I really thought for sure the next drop-off was going to be a real difficult one. But no, this one's going to be no problem. I think they're doing construction in this gated community we're going to next. And because of the construction, they have the gate wide open. There's no gate code required to get in, so I'm very happy about that. I saw this morning when I drove by that the gate was still open like it was yesterday, so hopefully it's still open, because they sure as heck didn't give me a gate code. Oh man, let's get there. We're making a ride coming up. They have bad internet in here as well. See, the gate's open. I guess somebody knocked the call box off of the, yeah, there's no call box there. Something happened to their call box. It got removed. Maybe they're getting a more modern one, you know, those digital ones. And so that's why it's not currently there. More houses. Oh, that house sold. That's good news. I keep seeing more houses for sale in town. It makes me nervous. I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on? Why is everybody leaving? Why is everybody selling their house? It's going to be on the right-hand side. The first one, I think. This one, yes, this one here, and their instructions are not to ring the bell. Please leave on share. Got it. Thank you. Alright, we're rich. Now we're $13 and change richer. If all the tips go through. I'm telling you, I was at Wendy's yesterday and they didn't have the air conditioning on because they don't like the homeless people to loiter inside of the Wendy's, so they don't even turn on the air conditioning, and it's so hot in their dining area. And I was there and I actually had to leave. I had to go sit in my car and wait for the food to be ready because the dining area was so hot I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. So so I can see that here with the issue with people being homeless and loitering, they have to create these situations that makes it unpleasant, not just for the homeless people, but for paying customers, which is really, really ridiculous. But what can you do? It's just the way the world is right now. It's a crazy. I was watching somebody's video where they were sleeping at the airport because of the being homeless. That was the only place they could go where they could feel safe and not suffer, is to go sleep at the airport. Which I thought, well, that's creative, but what a horrible place to sleep. I got the next offer and it's from Uber Eats. I'm gonna go to Petco and shop for just one item. I'm gonna get $12.11 for 3.7 miles. I don't think I was home more than about 15 minutes when this one came in. Let's see what we're shopping for. I'm really curious. Taste of the Wild. Prey Angus beef recipe dry cat food. 6 pounds. Well, that sounds really easy. That shouldn't be hard to find at all. I was worried it was going to be something really heavy or something that's really hard to find or something really bulky. So this is a very generous offer. So this is going to take me to about $25, which is awesome. And I got about 90 minutes left in my day. I currently have 5.5 miles on the car right now. Temperature is 97 degrees. It's 10:33 a.m. I'm getting 49 miles to the gallon right now. I only have about 2 gallons of gas left in my car, and I'm not going to get gas until Saturday morning. So I need gas for today and tomorrow. And so that's going to be probably about 50 miles more I have to drive on 2 gallons of gas. But since the car gets about 60 miles to the gallon, that means I'll have 1 gallon left in the car when it comes time to go get gas. So I'm fine on gasoline, I think. 1 gallon of gas should get me to the gas station just fine. I should have gone earlier in the week, or I should have gotten gas last week, but I was lazy. I was like, I don't feel like getting gas, so I skipped it. I thought if I really need gas, I'll just stop at any old gas station or the Smith's gas station near that Starbucks on Green Valley. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be able to make it all the way until Saturday. Then I can get gas from Sam's Club, which is the cheapest place to get gas in all of Vegas. Well, it's the same as Costco. Those 2 gas stations, those 2 companies have the cheapest of all the gas in Vegas, because you have to have a membership, so that's why. Oh, we made it into the shopping center. I'm still feeling winded, and I don't know why. I'm not exactly sure what causes that sensation. Let's see if it's busy here. There's a lot of people out and about, strolling around. Let's see if I can find a decent place to park. I guess I can park over here. I think there's some open parking spots right here that should be fine. Oh yeah, there's a spot right here. I've never parked over here before. Taste of the Wild Prey. I found it. Take a photo of the receipt. Take a photo. Submit the photo. Submit. Man, I can barely breathe. Am I gonna end up next in the emergency room? I'm like, why am I so short of breath? It's no fun getting old. Everything breaks. Everything in your body's like, sorry, game's over. It's time for you to check out. It's like, yep. The sad part about getting old is that means you're just about done with life. You're about ready to hit the curb. No more highway of life. It's pull over. It's over. Traveling now 8 minutes, 2.7 miles. We're gonna go to a house to leave at the door, and we have a gate code. What? Let's go. I didn't have a problem finding the cat food. The aisles were not properly labeled, but the artwork on the cover of that cat food is so unusual that it was easy to spot. It has some kind of really big gray animal, like a painting of an animal on the front. So it's very noticeable when you see it. So that's how I was able to spot it so quickly. And the whole Petco smelled of animals. So the smell was really overwhelming when I went in there. I don't know if it's because they don't mop the floors enough or what goes on, but that place stinks. It smells like a zoo. So, and with being short of breath like I am right now, it was not a very good, pleasant experience to be in there. So I couldn't wait to get out of there. Thank goodness it was just one item. I grabbed it, I headed to the counter, and then there was no line or anything, so I was able to check out no problem. There was a barcode that the cashier had to scan. I guess that's like the tax exempt or membership scan thing that gives Uber Eats the membership price, and probably also gives them makes it so they don't have to pay taxes on the order. For a second I thought I was going to have to leave the receipt in the bag, but I just remember this is Uber Eats. Uber Eats does not tell you to leave the receipt in the bag. It says to keep the receipt. That's DoorDash. DoorDash for Petco will say to put the receipt in the bag. Oh man. And now it's 98 degrees. I got 7 miles on the car. It's 10:43. It's still early. I mean, I got an hour and 15 minutes left. Let's see if I'm delivering somewhere difficult. It doesn't look like I'm delivering anywhere difficult based on what I can see on the map. I'm just trying to think in my mind if there's an actual entrance to this community where it's taking me. And yeah, I can remember now there is an entrance to get into this community off of the street it's taking me to. Sometimes the app will take me to a fire entrance, and I won't be able to get in. So it helps that I know my neighborhood really well, and when I see it on the map, I can see it in my mind, whether or not there's a gate or not a gate or whatever. So that's good news. And not much else is going on right now. Father's Day's coming up. We're getting closer to the big day. I'm hoping I get a lot of orders for buying things, shopping for like a bunch of different items. I'm hoping they're going to be good, easy to get items, and people are generous. But for the most part, people are not. For the most part, on Father's Day, people are not generous at all. People do not fork over the dough. Mother's Day, they fork over the dough. Father's Day, Father's Day, they don't really fork. I think for Father's Day, fathers want nothing. They want to be left alone. I think that's the big thing that people want on Father's Day, is just to be left alone. So that doesn't cost any money, unfortunately. So that's not going to help me with DoorDash and Uber Eats. But there are fathers who will treat themselves. Maybe the kids aren't around, or they just want something. They really feel lonely, and they're like, "Well, I'm gonna treat myself like I am celebrating Father's Day to myself." And so a lot of men will just order a lot of real greasy food to eat. So I may get a lot of orders from like Five Guys, and this place has no juicy burgers. Pizzas. I may get a lot of orders for pizzas from a lot of fathers who just want to treat themselves to something. A lot of them don't see their kids even on Father's Day because they live in another state or another country, live far away. So they'll just treat themselves, you know, it's their own gift to themselves for making kids. So that is one of the possibilities. But Father's Day is a tricky one. That's a real tricky one when it comes to knowing whether or not it's going to be busy. Mother's Day is so easy. You know you have to work Mother's Day because you know that people are buying stuff like crazy, and you know most of the mothers don't work on Mother's Day, and a lot of mothers are delivery drivers, so they are not on the road. So there's a shortage of drivers, and there's a lot of gifts that have to be picked up. So yeah, it's a that one is a good holiday. That one I make a lot of money. But Father's Day, $8 for 14 miles. No, where's the turn for this one? Oh, here it comes. I don't normally come this direction, and then as I recall, they put in a new code box over here. Some new high-tech digital code box. So let's see if I can figure it out. Gate code is, all right. Oh, access granted in a British accent. How wonderful. How fancy. I'm making a left here. And it says just leave at the door. I don't think there's any other instructions. No, just leave it at the door. I'm looking. I think it's the last house on the right. Yep, it's this last house here. Okay, let's drop it off. Thank you. It's dropped off. It didn't say to knock or ring the doorbell, but they had a sign on their door that said, "Doorbell does not work. Please knock." So because I saw that on I saw that sign, I lightly knocked on the door, and I hope that doesn't affect my tip negatively by doing that. But if you see a sign that says "please knock," then it's like, well, shoot, I guess I should knock because they actually have a sign right on the door saying to knock. So I guess that overrides unless they would have put in the instructions, "do not knock." They didn't put any instructions. So once I saw that sign, I'm like, well, shoot, I guess I should knock. Maybe they do want me to knock. The fact that there's a sign for anybody that comes to their door that's there, I guess that's what I'll do. So I did. All right, let's put back on DoorDash. All right, DoorDash is active, and I'm gonna head back home. It's 10:50 right now. I got 9 miles on the car. It's now 99 degrees. I'm getting 50 miles to the gallon. And we still got about an hour and 9 minutes to go until the day's over. Maybe I'll do one more, and that'll get me into the 30s. And then that'll be the end of Thursday. Man, it is so slow. There's just not as much work around right now. It must be really hard for the people that really rely on this money to pay their bills. It's gotta be brutal. I hope they have some kind of backup plan to make money. Maybe you could drive people around or deliver Amazon packages or something. I just know that for myself, this is just, get out of the house, pick up some stuff, drop it off, save up enough money, buy myself a CD, get some treasuries, get some interest. I'm constantly trying to just continue to build up the wealth, so that way I have a lot of passive income. That's really what it's more about. Have the passive income, and then in old age cash out if I need to. For old age, I guess that's all I can. Those are like the most important things I can think of. Because old age is going to come no matter what. So I've got to make sure that I'm prepared for old age, because who's gonna care for me in my old age? I don't think there's gonna be anybody coming to my rescue except for Medicaid, Medicaid and an elder abuse nursing home. So yeah, you gotta really think about. Although most men, if you look at nursing homes, there really aren't any men in there. It's mostly women. So based on the playing the odds are not very likely that if I do end up in a nursing home, I'm going to be in one for very long, because men don't seem to last very long if they enter a nursing home. I think it's like 80%. Isn't it like 80% women or something like that? Something else is coming in. Let me tell you about it. I got the next one coming. It's from Uber Eats. We're going to go to Jack in the Box. I'm going to get $7.03 for 2.1 miles. Not too shabby. The only problem is that I'm currently in the wrong lane to get to Jack in the Box. I've got to make a U-turn. I've got to come on back. Nothing I can do about it. It happens. Sometimes you're just not in the right lane when an offer comes in, and then it's going to take longer to get there. Not that there's any real hurry, because Jack in the Box is rarely ever ready when you get there. And I'm so close to the Jack in the Box. It was to my immediate left when I was at that red light. And so just the fact that now I'm stuck in traffic trying to make this U-turn is totally fine. It's like, whatever. Oh, this guy's the worst driver. Oh my God. He tried to make a U-turn, then he changed his mind at the last minute, and he was blocking the road. Wow. There are some bad drivers in this town. Now he's still too close to blocking the cars in the number one lane, and the cars are swerving around him. It's like, dude, back up some more. You're blocking the lanes. OMG. People are too much. There's so many crazy drivers in this town. It is unbelievable. I guess Now I'm going to go straight ahead. I'm not going to make that right turn. The traffic is so backed up on Eastern that I will have a terrible time making a left turn. So I'm just going to stay here where it's safe. And then I'll cross this light, make a right, and I'll be in the shopping center where Jack in the Box is. Temperature now is 100 degrees. And man, it's getting hotter by the second. Man, that sun is strong. What did this person order? Just 2 items. We're getting 2 tacos and a large Jumbo Jack cheeseburger combo. Oh, with curly fries and a large Coke. No tomato and no onions. That's it. That doesn't sound too difficult. Whew, my goodness. And what else is happening? Nothing right now is going on. Traffic's busy right now. It's just about time for the lunch rush, and a lot of cars are out on the road right now. They're beginning to do the construction in this area, and the construction is going to go on for a long time. I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing to the roads, but whatever it is, it's going to take them a long time to do. They have signs all set up, ready to turn on to tell people that the delays are going to be long and lanes are going to be closed. They have cones all along the sidewalks, so whatever they plan on doing, it's going to be really bad and go for a long time. And of course, because this intersection or these roads here are such a major thoroughfare, the traffic's gonna be terrible to get around. So I'm not looking forward to it. If it's really bad, I'll just avoid this whole area. I'll just stop accepting orders in this area to avoid it. Yeah, it all just depends. I guess if it got super severe, I'd just leave this whole area. I'd start delivering in another zone and just have to sit in my car. So I don't think it's gonna get that bad though. Well, we made it into the shopping center for the Jack in the Box. I just got to make a ride here coming up, and we will finally be at the Jack in the Box. It's not even 11 a.m. yet. I still got an hour of my shift left. We got plenty of time. The T-Pain Munchie Meal is out. For those of you that are into the T-Pain Munchie Meal, it's available at Jack in the Box. Let's go in. No waiting on the pickup. I'll be traveling to an apartment. Oh no, it's that luxury apartment it looks like. Oh great. Y'all. Let's see. It's 6 minutes, 1.7 miles. It's a leave at the door. I'm just trying to see on the map what's the easiest way to get there. Because the traffic right now on Eastern is really bad, and I need to make a left turn on Horizon Ridge. So I think I'll go back. I'll go back the way I came in here. I think that's the best thing to do. Yo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think that's the only solution is to go this way. I was really surprised the order was ready, especially at lunchtime. And the lady says, "Are you here to pick up?" I said, "Yeah, for so-and-so." And she's like, "Who?" Because she got a, I think she had her headset on and someone in the drive-thru had just pulled up and it beeped in her ear for the drive-thru. So that's why she didn't hear me when I said the customer's name. At first I thought, did I mispronounce the name? Because I usually try to say the name as clearly as I possibly can. So yeah, it just turned out that it had nothing to do with what is this person doing in the way they're driving. They're covering 2 lanes. You're taking up all the lanes, dude. Oh boy. So yeah, and that was about the only weird thing that happened. And then she had me confirm the order. I confirmed the order, and then she gave me the food. That was about it. That was the extent of the Jack in the Box pickup. It was a simple pickup, and now I'm just trying to figure out where this drop-off is going to be at. Okay, I know this apartment complex, and it requires a gate code. And of course, they didn't give me a gate code, so let me open up my Google Maps, where I keep some gate codes, and maybe I'll have the gate code once I get there. I can't remember right now if I have the gate code or not. The good news is that it's lunchtime, so even if I don't have the gate code, someone should be coming out or going in, so I should be alright. Well, it's still only 100 degrees, and I only have 10 miles on the car. It looks like I'm only going to be putting on maybe 15 miles on the car today, maybe 20. I mean, there always could be a huge order that comes in, but it looks like for the moment I'm not going to put a lot of miles on the car today, which is good. And the forecast today said that we were going to get a lot of wind, but there hasn't been any wind lately. It's been pretty windless, so I'm not exactly sure why it kept saying that we were going to get a lot of wind. there's like a light breeze, that's about it. And I'm really surprised to see a lot of people still walking out and about in this heat. I guess a lot of people don't have a vehicle, so they have no choice. They've got to walk. But I couldn't do it. I see sometimes people waiting for buses on the street here, and the temperature is like 105, 106 degrees, and they're just standing out in the naked sun as it melts their face off. And I'm just so shocked that people will actually put themselves under that type of stress. I know some people don't have any choice and they got it, but you would think that they would just, I guess they have no choice. I would think they would schedule around it, but some people, I guess they have no choice. It's just horrible. I remember when I was in college, I would have to wait for the buses in the sun, but sometimes what I would do is I would just wait to the last minute when I thought the bus would be coming, and I'd watch for it from somewhere else where it was more shadier. And then I would run to where the bus was gonna pick up because I didn't want to stand in the sun. And I didn't live in a place like this. I lived near the ocean at the time, so it wasn't even as bad as this. This is horrible. And then as a little kid, I remember waiting in the sun, taking buses, but the buses ran like every 5 minutes. This was like in downtown LA, where there were so many buses that you didn't have to wait very long for the next one. So it was never really that bad either. The worst buses are the ones where you gotta wait 30 minutes to an hour for the bus. And sometimes the buses don't show up. You gotta wait for the next one. So not a fun way to get around, that's for sure. I'm glad those days are over. At least I hope so. I hope I don't ever have to go back to taking public transportation, because it's horrible. 0.3 miles to go, 1 more minute to the drop off, and then let's just hope that somebody lets us in because we don't have a gate code. Alright, here comes the apartment complex on the left. The gate is not open. There's nobody coming out. There's nobody coming in. Let's see if I have a gate code. Let's see. What does my thing here say? It says you do have a gate code, but will it work? Let's oh, hold on. The app is doing crazy things right now. Hold on. This app, I swear. All I want to know is what gate codes do you have? That is it. Let's try it. Somebody wrote the gate code with a black Sharpie on the code box, and that code worked. Thank you to the delivery drivers who bring their Sharpies with them and they write on the code boxes. That does help me. All right, the apartment's literally right here on my left, so I'm gonna turn into this parking spot and then we'll drop it off. Okay, let's drop it. Okay, grab the food. Grab the drink. Thank you. On me. I hit the button, take a photo, and it just brought up a black screen. And I was like, is something blocking the lens on my phone? Nope, it was just a glitch. I had to exit the app, reboot the app, And it worked. And now I'm headed back home. So, and even after I took the picture, the app was just spinning and spinning. $5, 5 miles. The app was just spinning and spinning. And it wasn't until I got back to my car that the delivery went through. And that was it. That was the extent of the drop-off. Everything was fine other than that. And one more to go. I think today is going to be it, and that's going to do it. If there's one more at all. I mean, it is lunchtime, so in theory I should get some more offers, but if not, it's probably going to be it. It's now 10 minutes after 11. I have 12 miles on the car. I'm getting 48 miles to the gallon. Yeah, and it's just sunny, it's nice, it's hot. And no problems at all really today that I can think of so far. Everything's been okay, other than the personal things I had to do this morning. Running around like crazy, getting all this stuff done around the house and for family members and all kinds of stuff. Other than that, everything else was just fine. I saw on the, I was watching my investments, and I saw MicroStock has reached an all-time high, and I was tempted to sell some of my shares of Microsoft, and I was like, what should I do? I'm like, I think I decided I'm just gonna leave it. $8.29, 18 miles. I decided just leave it alone. I think I bought it like a year and a half ago, and it's up like 27% or something. I'm like, just leave it. Just leave it for about 5 to 10 years and then look at it. Maybe it'll be super high. I got the next order. It's from Uber Eats. I'm going to be going to Makai Island Grill. I'm going to get $6 for 2.7 miles. This offer came in just under the wire. I was going to turn the app off at 11:45 because, you know, that's close enough to noon where I wouldn't be able to complete the offer by noon. But it came in just under the wire, and I was hesitant to even accept it. I'm like, maybe I should just say no and then turn the app off. But it's a real low number of miles, less than 3 miles, so I figured just go out and do it and you'll be $6 richer. So here I am, back out on the road, and maybe I'll get an add-on to the order. That'll be nice, and that'll bump it up even more. So we'll see what happens. But I got real comfortable at home, and I wasn't interested really in going out. And yeah, it was only just because it met the metrics. I'm like, wow, it's meeting the goal, so let's do it. Let's try not to be lazy. Let's get out there and make some cash. Oh gosh, in this heat, it is so hard to stay motivated. I go from the nice, comfortable, cool air conditioning to the hot, burning sun. It's like, ugh, not pleasant at all. And nothing else too exciting is happening that I can think of. Let's see, what else is going on? No, nothing really. Nothing else really major is going on. The weather's just hot. It's summer. It feels like we're in the peak of summer. But it's only the middle of June. I don't think the official start to the summer doesn't start for a little bit more. I think it's the 21st of June is when it officially is summer. But it's official here because it's been super hot. And thank goodness the air conditioning works good in the house, and I'm able to stay nice and comfortable, and I'm not boiling like some people are. Because I do a lot of gig work and I watch a lot of gig videos, somehow YouTube has pushed me into all these other videos that I started watching that don't relate to gig work, but are kind of like an offshoot of gig work. It's like people who are homeless and do gig work. So now my YouTube feed is showing me all these videos of all these people living in these horrible conditions, struggling to survive, and I'm starting to get really addicted to watching them, because it's so incredible to see the types of hardships that people are going through, in a first world country. It's absolutely shocking, and I don't really quite fully understand if their circumstances are based um, on just bad luck, or if it's just poor education where they're not able to understand how to navigate through life. Because, like, let's say I was really poor, I would navigate the system through my contacts, utilizing whatever skills I have to figure out a way to be housed, whether it's caring for a family member or a friend of the family, to seek housing by helping out, by, you know, taking whatever kind of funds I would have. I mean, these people have really run out of options. When you watch them on these videos, it's like they don't have any friends, any family that want to put up with them. They've completely disconnected from the idea of either generating income, nor seeking some types of government assistance to subsidize them until they can get it together. And then there are just some people. I mean, there was this one lady. She was so funny. She was living on the street, and then her parents died, and the life insurance gave her a whole bunch of money, and she ended up buying this big RV with the money, and now she just drives around all the homeless areas because she's so used to living in those areas and just harassing all of her friends that are still homeless. And she was such a character because she was saying like all these different homeless people owe her money, and she's like trying to track them down in her RV and like stalking them. So her mind, I don't think, was quite right. I think she had lost a few nuts and bolts being out there in the sun, and then the fact that she just came into this money and had this really fancy RV, it was very strange. All right, let me see if I can find a decent place to park. I think there's a spot right here. Okay, great. We got a spot. All right, let's go in and get this $6 order. No waiting on the order. I just had to fill their drink cup with Sprite. That was it. Just a drink fill up. They always make it so difficult to deal with the straw situation. They seal up the bag, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to do with the straw? Verify the order or verify. Complete the pickup. We're going to be going to an office 1.1 miles from here. It's a meet at the door. And which way is it? Is it have to cross the freeway? Looks like I have to cross the freeway. Alright, no problem. Let's back her up. No problems inside of the restaurant. The food was ready to go. It's just they always ask the delivery drivers to fill up the drinks. That's the only downside. Everything else is fine. Am I gonna make this turn? Just made it. Yeah, that's the only downside of going to Makai, is that if they order a drink, you gotta fill it up yourself, and it's just like, why don't they do it? Why? That's always the struggle with some of these places. Like, some places they do it, other places they don't do it. And it's never fun to fill up the drinks because you always get some type of sugary mist on your hand when you're filling up the drinks. Because they, the drink dispenser spits a little bit on your hand, leaving sticky syrup, you know, what's it, remnants on your hand. Oh, and then I'm never sure how much ice to put in. I just press it. I'm like, well, I don't know how much ice. I don't know how high up to fill it. I don't want it to overflow. I don't want to underfill it where they feel like I didn't give them enough soda. A lot of weird stuff like that. But yeah, this drop off will be really close, and it's going to be the last one. I've already hit the stop accepting new requests. So the only reason I left it open to new requests is that I thought maybe I would get something added on while I was on my way to the restaurant. But now that I picked up the order, I'm done. I'm going to head right to this drop off, hand it to the customer. The app will turn itself off automatically, and I will head right home. And that is the end of that. Temperature now 102 degrees and climbing. It's 11:55 a.m. I have 14 and a half miles on the car. I'm getting 51 miles to the gallon. I think it's going to be a business office that's going to show up right after I go underneath the freeway. Let me see. Or no, wait a second. Is it? Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, after I go under the freeway. I think it might even be that same building I delivered to yesterday. Meet at the door. Well, they don't have the same kind of instructions, so maybe it's a different one. We shall see. I think the last one was like a 2700. Let's see. No, this is a different one. The suite number is totally different, so it's a different office. They have so many business offices at this business location. It's easy to get confused. It's like every little tiny bungalow has its own address, and every bungalow has like multiple suite numbers. It's a very crowded, congested business complex. There's one place in there where they have a call center, and boy, when I open up the door, it is so loud. When I open up the door to drop the food off, it's like walking into a minefield of noise. All right, it says to go left here and then make a follow to the right after I make this left. All right, got it. Dude, you're actually gonna try to make a left turn from this intersection? Good luck. You ain't gonna be making no left turn anytime this century. All right, we made it into the business complex. I'm following the navigation. Looking for the building number. I see the building number. It's telling me to park behind the building based on what I'm seeing. It's saying keep going. Even though you see the building, don't stop. Keep moving. Oh boy, that bus is blocking everybody. And then it says it's over here. What is it? 4-3 something. Okay. It says it's over here. I'm looking. It's probably somewhere on the side. I don't see it at all. Let me just park. Oh boy. It's time to dance around the building. Just take your time. There's no reason to rush. It's your last delivery. Thank you. Thank you. It's for you, huh? Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you. Boy, he snuck up on me. I thought he was just some random guy walking up. He didn't even speak or anything. He didn't say, hey, how's it going? Or hi, it's for me. That's nothing. He just walked up to me without even speaking with his hands extended outward. I said, oh, is this for you? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, have a nice day. I'm going to go out this way. I think that shuttle bus is blocking the way out. So I'm going to go this way. It's a longer way to go, but I don't want to get stuck at that bus. that shuttle bus is probably helping some disabled person. Can I go this way? I don't know this area that well. Maybe I'm entering a dead end for all I know. Let's see what's happening. I think I'll go back to the left. I think I bypassed the... Nope, there's that bus. It's still there. Keep going this way. Oh boy. All I want to do is get out of here so I can go home. It's supposed to be an easy drop off. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, it's exactly 12 o'clock. That worked out perfect. I am done. It's 102. I got 15.2 miles on the car. Desperately trying to get out of this business complex. Oh boy. The traffic is so busy on the main road. Oh, all this just to get around that stupid shuttle bus.